Iris. Good morning, Jen. Good morning. Here comes Drama. Thanks for becoming a member, Calamity Jane. Good morning. Good morning, Team Wicked Smart. I'm so happy to see you every day. Good morning, Regina. Good morning, Rachel. Have you missed me? Because I've missed you. Good morning, Amanda. Life has been lifing. Life has been lifing. It's been a lot going on. Y'all know I have one going to college, one going to kindergarten. Finding a kindergarten has been I won't go there. But life has been lifing and I've missed you guys. Good morning. It's been a go. Um and y'all know I do this by myself while I still work. Y'all know that. Single mom who works too hard, who loves the kids and never stops. Good morning, Melissa. So yeah, life has been lifing and I've been out of these YouTube streets for a minute, but um we're just chatting today. Y'all have to catch me up because I have questions and I know y'all got the answers. I have questions and I know y'all got the answers. Yes, good morning, fellow Scorpio. Good morning, Sharon. And you know what? I feel like it's a Scorpio in me. Like when things are overwhelming for me or when I'm just in a mood, I tend to retreat into myself and then I come back out of my show when I feel better. Like I'm not a misery loves company type of person. Like I'm not one to spread my annoyance around. And I think that's a Scorpio trait. I think it's a Scorpio trait to be like, back up, back up, go in a hole, now come back when I feel better. And people who know me have learned to live with it. If you don't know me, if you're like a new friend and I do that to you, you're like, you didn't check on me, you didn't call me. And I'm like, girl, life was lifing. And you're going to have to get used to it. Or sometimes I just get tired of people. Sometimes absolutely nothing is wrong. And I just don't want to open my mouth and speak. And I won't speak to anyone for about a week. And then I'll come back like nothing happened. How y'all doing? I don't know if it's a Scorpio in me, but it it's something. I retreat into myself and then I pop out like nothing happened. And I'm gonna need you to act like nothing happened. We don't need to talk about it. We're back and we're fabulous. It is what it is. So that's where I've been. But I've been in and out of some things that I've seen that's going on, and I have questions. I have questions. I see that Alessi and Yaneni are making their rounds. I have not seen Karen. I have not seen Alan Jackson. I think it is a Taurus trait too. I used to have a friend who was a Taurus and she used to do the same thing. So it might be both. And I haven't seen Liza Little. I wonder if they're over it or are they under some type of contract where they can't speak? Because it is ironic, isn't it, that Karen had all the things to say during the trial, and now that it's over, she's mum's the word. Not saying that she has to say anything. I wonder if she's just over it. And I can understand that. I can understand that. But I do, after the McAlberts sat their big roly-poly asses on TV and had something to say, I wouldn't have been able to hold my tongue. But Karen is a better woman than me, obviously. Obviously. That makes a lot of sense, Melissa. That makes a lot of sense. And I will watch the movie, even though I watched every day of trial. I will watch the movie. And I'll probably watch it more than once. I hope it's done. You know who had the best? It wasn't a movie, it was a miniseries. When I think it was A&E did OJ. Amazing. amazing. I hope that's who's doing it, and I don't want it to be a movie. I want it to be a mini series like that. The one with uh John Travolta and Courtney B. Vance, that OJ series, Chef's Kiss, amazing. That may be true too, JW, that she's still in a civil suit, and we saw what those clips did for your trial, so we just don't want any more clips because that's the only reason she got DUI. That's literally the only reason she got DUI. If the DUI case was a DUI case on its own, she just walked into court with that DUI case, it would have been thrown out immediately. But the only reason she got DUI is because of, good morning, Kim, is because of the video. So I can understand those things. I'm just selfishly wanting her to come out and cuss those people out because that's what I would do. It's a selfish need. And I see that we're gonna have to have a chat. I'm gonna chat with Auntie Deb. She's in my classroom slot, and she knows that we gotta talk to the principal if you want to change class times. He knows he's first hour, I'm second hour. I don't know what this is about him jumping in my time slot. We're gonna talk about it. I'm just kidding. And I did watch. Okay, I know y'all probably talking about him, but you ain't talk to me about him. So y'all gonna talk to me about him. The interviews. Is it me now? Or are all the jurors that's doing interviews, are the interviewers, like the people that are asking them the questions, are they asking questions like the tone of the questions of the interviewers are almost like they can't believe it? Like the tone of the interviewers are always like, to me, giving, they thought she was guilty, and they just, because what the foreman, when he was on, was it Good Morning America, wherever the hell he was, and they were like, well, if she didn't do it, who did? What the fuck type of question is that? What type of question is that? And I was so happy with his response of, that's not my job, and you know that's not my job. What is with I mean, everybody has seemed to be talking to these jurors as if they're like, they can't believe it. Like, they talk from a place of she's guilty and now explain to us how the hell y'all got to not guilty. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Something about it is bothering me. Because what do you mean if she didn't do it, who did? I don't know. Go find out. Maybe, just maybe, if the police did their job, we would know. But don't ask me. I don't like it. I don't like how the interviews are going. I don't like how they're talking to these people. These people who absolutely did their job. Does witness intimidation count for civil cases? No. Not for this civil case. If the case is wrongful doubt, I don't see how witness intimidation would have anything to do with it. And I don't even know how that's leave those people today delusions of grandeur, because if the science says he wasn't hit by a car, how are you still wasting my time with the civil case? But you know, the evidence is different. That is a very good point, Big Jim. Big Jim says, to me, mainstream media has to play that angle because if she's innocent, Turtle Boy is right. And the media missed it. And they hate being last. They hate being second. But they're going to have to get with the times. I do not watch any mainstream news outlet. I'll tell you that right now. I don't watch ABC, NBC, CNN, Fox. I don't watch any of it. If they're witnesses in the civil case, they're still considered witnesses. But they're such terrible witnesses. I don't know what the civil case. I don't know what they're trying to prove in the civil case, because I feel like even if it's not even a more likely than not scenario with whether or not he was hit by the car. So I'm just, again, leave these people to their delusions of grandeur. But yeah, I don't watch any mainstream media because I don't like to watch my media with a skew one way or the other. Even if I agree, that's not how I want my news. It's not how I want my news. I want my news free and clear of your opinion. Give me the news first, and then you can give me your opinion after. But I want the news. Don't leave anything out because it doesn't fit. Plus, I got way too much going on to be worried about who's bombing who, what President Trump said that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, what they're arguing about in Congress. Like, does it affect my bottom line? I am at that point, people. I am at the point of, does it affect my bottom line? It's so much going on everywhere, all the time, at every moment of the day. Does it affect my bottom line? I don't care. But yeah, I think they are mad that Turtle Boy got this and they kind of left it. They hate being last. But that's one of my questions. What's going on with Turtle Boy? I heard he was mad at the Kieran Reed team. Is he still mad? Oh, she will, but they get to depose her too. So that'll be her first time actually testifying. Good morning, Quizzical Girl. That'll be her first time testifying. But what's going on with Turtle Boy? He's not mad at them. Listen, I'm only in and out, but I thought he rather disappointed. Why? What happened? See, I be in and out. He was never mad. People trying to make something out of it. He did. Okay, so he wasn't mad, but he was disappointed. Disappointed in. Oh, Andrea Burkhardt did an interview with Turtle Boy last night. I'll do that I watch that while I'm working. I watch that while I'm working. Expected Kieran Reed to come on his show. No, he didn't. Not right now. And why would he want her on his show? Like, Turtle Boy's still in the middle of his case, right? He's still in the middle of his criminal case. I try to keep as much distance between me and that lady as humanly possible. Don't give them any reason to be like, see, look how close they are. I would try to keep as much distance between me and that lady until my case was done. So yeah, I wouldn't want anything to do with any of them. I'm being honest. Not until his case is done. Karen is monetizing her first interview as she should. May the highest bidder win, because I have spent so much money on this case and I do not fault her one bit. To the highest bidder, to the victor go the spoils. Are you kidding me? I would be out there like an auctioneer. Do I hear 250? Do I hear 3? We got 3. Do I hear 4? Because yeah, baby girl might be broke. Good morning, Jared. Baby girl might be broke. To the highest bidder, okay? And judge me if you want to. He asked Victoria George, jury 1, and she was told by Karen Reed not to. Is that the one that was the lawyer who started working for Yannetti? I do want to hear from jury 1 though, and not Bowtie. I don't want to hear from him ever again in my life. No, I don't. Ronnie can stay where he is. I want to hear from somebody else on jury 1, and I want to know how they feel that the second jury was clearly more commonsensical than them. That they at least knew that they could ask questions. They at least knew that. I don't want to call nobody dumb, but they at least knew they could say, "Hey, we don't understand the jury form. Can you help us out?" But you know what? Also, good for her, because I think they were going to give her a second degree, right? So you know what? That was God telling them, move out the way. Move out the way. We got somebody. We got somebody here. Who's Etsy? Now, see, that's a question I have. I heard some rumblings about a parody account, and somebody think it's Aiden, but Aiden said it's not him. And it's just like, how do you prove that? I mean, I guess you could if you had the money to go find like IP addresses and, but who has time? Suspended on X? What the heck was this parody account doing? Oh no, that's the only thing that you can't be on X. That's literally the only thing you can't be, is a parody account. You can be quite literally anything else, which is why I stay far away from those Twitter streets. I stay far away from those Twitter streets because that's something. Those Twitter is a beast that I can't get. Etsy is a fundraiser for Karen, inserted herself into Karen's camp. Oh, she's one of those. Okay. Okay. And so why are her and Turtle Boy into it? What's their beef? Oh, all it was doing was making fun of her specifically. That's not funny. I don't believe in cyberbullying, guys. I don't believe in cyberbullying because you can just get off. You can just get off. If you come in my face, that's a whole different animal. But you come in my face, and we might have to pull out a mouse tool or two. So people are rarely going to come in your face. I don't believe in cyberbullying because I can just exit out. I can just get off. I don't have to be there. I don't have to see it. But okay, so somebody was talking about her on Twitter from a parody account, and she's threatening to sue whom? I'm going to need you to stand up. Stand up. You have to do so much to prove that he was actually behind a parody account that it is not even worth it. And again, just get off. Just get off. Oh, she's also so she's a. Let me not say that. Don't listen. Allegedly, Miss Esty, at whatever your name is. This is all alleged. Because I mean, nobody emailing me about no lawsuit. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because I've been seeing bits and pieces, and I saw Nurse Kim do a video on it, but I was doing something else or fixing something, so I only half heard it, and I'm like, what is going on? Turtle Boy doesn't need any more drama. Why would he ever put himself in the drama? But now I see he's not putting himself in the drama. People are putting him in the drama. This is probably why Karen has had to disappear for a minute. She had to get rid of these crazies because allegedly crazies. Allegedly. Because she needed them for what she needed him for, and I don't blame her for that. Right? I needed you to get my story out. I need you to help. I need you to do whatever you needed to do. But now I need to back up and let y'all simmer down, and then I'll come back. Because if you're doing all of that, ma'am, do you not have a date? You don't got nothing to do during the day? You ain't got no job? How old is this lady? You ain't got no kids, no grandkids. You don't have anything else to do. There's a block button. You could never cyberbully me because there's a block button. Or if there's just a delete button. I just don't. She drove the young graduates to work. Exactly. So she was needed for the time, and now she's not needed, but she won't. Just relax. Just relax. And threatening legal action over a parody account is, she actually has nothing to do, and she has disposable income, and those are the worst kind of people, allegedly. Allegedly. She has disposable income to hire a lawyer to threaten a lawsuit about a parody account. That means she has nothing to do and a bunch of money. And those people can make your life hell. Allegedly. But does she even have 15 minutes? I guess in this little Karen Reed bubble, but this is about to burst. This is about to burst. He has 3 trials coming up. See, and I didn't know that, Team Rick and Smart. Are all the witness intimidation people a separate? They have their own separate trials. It's not like one big trial. He has to do it 3 times. That sucks. Montana Lil. I saw that, and that's why I had questions, because I saw her saying like, I don't even know if you're supposed to have cameras in the courtroom, but I don't know who has that footage. That's what I heard, and I'm like, who is this person? But so he has 3 different trials. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I wonder will they move to put them on together? Because I would. Because who wants to do this 3 times? That is, oh, ew. Ew. But I am going to, I've decided I want to watch the Koberger trial, but I'm going to watch it the same way I did Kieran Reed. I feel like I may have seen a documentary a while ago, but since I don't remember it, it's fine. I'm going to watch it the same way I watched Kieran Reed, I'm not going to watch any of the documentaries. I'm not going to watch any of the reporting. I'm not going to watch anything. I'm going to watch it like a juror, flat, straight, walking into the courtroom and knowing nothing about anything. Who is facing over 100 years in prison? Who? Turboy? Team Wicked Smart, answer me right now. Who's facing 100 years in prison? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. 100 years in prison is cruel and unusual punishment. No way are you facing 100 years in prison for what exactly did he do? Stand outside a pizza shop or something? That's crazy. That is insane. And I will say, there's something in my eye. And I will say, for someone who is facing 100 years in prison, he is handling it amazing. Because I'd be sliding down a wall somewhere. I did not know that. I did not know that. I was thinking maybe 5. And that seems like cruel and unusual punishment, considering he didn't go like hold a knife to nobody's throat and tell them what to testify. And that when I think of witness intimidation, that's what I think about. I think of mob like witness intimidation. That's where my head goes immediately. Standing outside coffee shop. Hopefully he gets jurors like the ones in the Karen Reed case that are just regular, everyday, common sense people and say, what? That doesn't seem like he's intimidated you at all. 100 years it's crazy. Because who is it? Is it Chris Albert? Colin Albert? Who is he even? Oh my God. I did not know that. And that is blowing my mind. That is blowing my mind. 100 years is I'm almost speechless about that. And I actually feel bad. I feel bad, which is going to make me even more mad at the Etsy lady. He don't got time to deal with you and your... Let me shut up. Somebody's litigious. And I definitely don't have time. I gotta put a child through college. Let me leave her alone. Jen, Matt, Proctor, Bukaki, Chris, Colin, and I know good and goddamn well that don't say Julie Nagel. That goddamn Julie Nagel. The goddamn Julie Nagel. Who intimidated her? Can't nobody intimidate you. You can't even see. I'm gonna let Julie live today. I'm gonna let Julie live today, but y'all know there's a person I can't stand. Let Julie have her life today, but y'all know if there is a person I can't stand, it's that goddamn Julie Nagel. How did she even get in it? That's all I want to know. Liars shouldn't be allowed to be intimidated. Nobody can intimidate you. Can't even see past your own. That damn Julie Nagel sends me to a place that I don't want to be. So I'm gonna let it go. I'm going to let it go. But it is tough for me. And that goddamn Julie Nagel. You know what Julie Nagel looks like? Do you know what Julie Nagel looks like? Do y'all remember on Game of Thrones when the Red Witch took off her chain and she was in the mirror with that stringy little hair and that little like... All right. We're going to let her have it for now. So I know I can't stand. No, I can't stand Julie Nagel. I think Mark Butterow is an amazing, intelligent attorney, and I hope that he wins this for Turtle Boy. 100 years for dancing outside a pizza shop seems ridiculous. Because if that's the case, you need to charge everybody who was standing outside of the courthouse every day. You need to charge everybody who's standing outside the courthouse every day, because every time you came in, every time you walked by, they hurled insults at you. So let's charge all 2,000 of those people. I think that's ridiculous to be. If anything, y'all intimidated him. If anything, if we're being honest, who's more intimidating? Little bitty turtle boy or Michael Proctor, who we know will plant evidence in a criminal trial? Who's more intimidating? All these police people who killed a man and put him on the lawn? Or Turtle Boy? Turtle Boy can't intimidate me to do nothing, but I tell you what, I walk in the room and I see Jen McCabe and Brian Albert in there, and I'm going to be a little nervous. So I'm just saying. Which one is more intimidating? No, what is a rolling rally? Numbers. I don't know what a rolling rally is. Or he already did 60 days in jail. That should be enough. Even though I feel like that's too much, that should be enough. They should offer him time served and send him on his way. Who has time? Norfolk County has unlimited resources, apparently, for prosecuting ridiculous cases. Obviously. Offer him time served and send him on his way. And I wouldn't take it though, because I don't feel like I should have a felony on my record for you people being ridiculous. So he probably won't even take it, because you're not going to give me a felony for dancing outside a pizza shop, right? Isn't that what he did? He went to all the witnesses' houses and was speaking on a megaphone in the road with the whole group. Did he do that? Did he do that? Sorry, boy, that's a bit much. That may have been a bit much. However, he did 60 days. Okay, so take the 60 days. Take the 60 days. Because that's a bit much. You gotta call the boss, we gotta call the strikes. That's a bit much. But take the 60 days and go on about your business. Even if he was on the road, don't go to anybody's house. Don't go to anybody's house. That's a bit much. You got to call the boss. You got to call the strikes. Yeah, freedom of speech. You could have freedom of speech in front of your house about these people. Don't go to anybody's house. I can understand why that would be considered some sort of intimidation, but not no 100 years worth. Take the 60 days. Call it time served. Don't do that again. Because at this point, because it's not like but for him nobody would have known who you guys were or where you lived. It's not that's not true. People would have still figured out this information. And that's right, Team Big Smart. It wasn't like I'm doing this to make you not testify. I'm actually doing this so that you testify and you testify truthfully. So I get that, but that's still a bit much, you guys. That's still a bit much, you guys. But I don't think it's 100 years worth. I don't think it's 100 years worth. Reporters go to people's houses all the time. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I think had he went himself with the camera and the microphone saying, "Can I have your comments?" I don't think he has the same charges. I think it's the people. I think it's the rally part that pushes it into intimidation. I think that's the part. Okay, Rena, calm down. Tell you what I'm talking about. Tell you what I'm talking about, Rena. I'm just saying, and beautiful minds can disagree. I actually, I'm not even disagreeing with you. First of all, I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't think that those charges fit the crime at all. I'm not. I don't think that. I'm actually agreeing with you. But I'm saying, if that is what they're hanging their intimidation hat on, I'm saying that's probably what pushed it over to get them to even bring the charge. Do I think the charge is correct? No. But I think that's how they got it past the grand jury. I think that's how they get it to court. But I don't think it's right. I'm agreeing with you. I don't think that it's right, but I think that's how they get it passed to pass muster. Because I think that's a bit much. That's a bit much. I think that's a bit much. All right, Rena. Bye, girl. I mean, it's not even. Jeez. Girl. Not Team Looking Smart giving her a nickname. Peace, Riri. I didn't know you was that. Listen, I'm going to say a lot of things on this stream that you're not going to agree with me on. People in general won't agree with me on, but I hope that we can have a dialogue. I'm okay with y'all not agreeing with me. And I hope y'all will be okay with me not agreeing with y'all, because we still can have a conversation. And I, again, just said that I'm not disagreeing. I don't know if you missed that part, but bye, girl. Matter of fact, Jen or Numbers, make sure she can't come back tomorrow or the next day either, because girl, it's never that serious. And that's the problem, Erica. I think it's the selective prosecution, because I don't think anybody else they charge. So I'm not even disagreeing. I think the charges are ridiculous. But I'm saying that's what don't give them anything to hang their hat on. The same way with Karen. Why are you talking about you shouldn't have been driving? Why are you saying that in an interview? Don't give them anything. The charge is ridiculous, but don't give them anything to hang their hat on. Don't give them anything to hang their hat on. They're hanging their hat on that you went outside their house with a group of people. I'm not saying, like I just said, it's not like but for Turtle Boy, people would not know who they are and know their names and probably still showed up at their houses. I think they would have. But don't give them anything to hang their hat on, is all I'm saying. Jeez. God damn. That must be that. Was that Turtle Boy's girlfriend? Ah. Relax your tits, Rena. Um, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just don't. But he probably didn't know. That's the thing too. He probably didn't know they were gonna take it that far. Um, but I don't know how he didn't know. I don't know how he didn't know. These people are diabolical. I'm using the wrong mouse. I didn't see videos of the basement. Okay, so okay, CJ. So is it the basement or the garage? Where are we saying these things happen? I think the garage makes more sense to me. Yeah, he of course he didn't know, Erica, and they didn't know. They were looking for something. They were looking for something. So I think, of course, he didn't know that they would be that crazy and litigious. And then they were like, oh no, there's this man somewhere getting attention on this case. What can we do for him? What can we do with him? What is he doing? And they were like, oh yeah, he came to my house a couple months ago, and they were like, got him. Got him. That's what that was about. But no, I have not seen the basement photos, but I thought it was the garage. Oh gosh, Brennan has a brother. Ugh, ugh. They give me Monk and his brother vibes. They weren't hugged enough by their parents or something. There's a video on Twitter. I won't see it. Somebody download it and send it to me because I'm not going over there. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm not going over there on Twitter. Crazy over there. And I don't believe in cyberbullying. So I don't want to be cyberbullied, so I don't go over there. See how that works? That means all of them talking mess about me over there, I don't even see it. So it can't hurt my feelings. See how that works? See how that works? Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny, Montana Lil? That's just gold. That's just gold that he was free Kieran Reed until Hank took the case. And Hank Brennan still is not letting up with that statement he put out. He completely forgot that he was a prosecutor on this case. He completely forgot that he was the prosecutor on this case. Prosecutors do not speak like the way Brennan released that statement. He basically told the jury that they were dumb and they got it wrong. That's not how prosecutors talk. The prosecution and the state believes in the sanctity of the jury 100%. Even Morrissey said the jury has spoken. Even that dweeb said that. And here comes Hank Brennan. And I think Morrissey puts that battery in his back. I absolutely do. I think he knows that he can say things that he can't, and he's like, you should say this. You should say. You should say. I don't know, team. I don't know who raised these people. Seems like something over there in that Massachusetts water down there. I'm telling y'all need to filter it out a second time. Only drink bottled water. I don't know what to say. I don't know what's going on now. I don't know what's going on down there. All right, guys. I missed you. Missed you all. We'll be back. We'll be back to chat soon. Does he? Does he still say that Sandra Bertrand was a suicide? Do not piss me off. Do not piss me off. That case just hurt my little heart so bad. And I blamed all of you for making me look into it. Very upset with you people for about a week. I didn't have that information in my brain before. Then it is in my brain now. And it hurts my heart. And I know he don't think that girl killed herself. Do not piss me off. Do not piss me off. Anywho, we will chat soon. Again, I am going to cover the Koberger case, but I'm going to do it cold. I'm going to do it cold, so don't give me any information about anything. Don't tell me any of the backstory or the lore or the conspiracy theories. I'm going to watch it completely cold from opening statements to closing arguments. All I know is that there's 4 people killed in an Idaho house, and he is accused of it. I haven't even been watching any of the motions hearings or anything. And that's how I want to keep it. I want to keep it that way. Yes, guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I will talk to you later. I'm going to get to work. Yeah, Just G. And I want to, haters from who? For Koberger? Listen, I have enough. If you don't got a hater or two, are you even doing anything? Just G. I follow the Diddy trial here and there, bits and pieces. It's very hard for me because I don't like secondhand information. I need to see it. I need to hear it. I need to see the like when I don't like federal trials because you have to go into the courtroom to see what's happening, and I need to see how you behave. I need to see your body language. I need to feel the tension. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't like secondhand information, and I have an opinion on the charges that might not be a popular opinion. And it's not that I don't think he didn't do it. So before we get another Rena in here today, it's not that I don't think Sean Puffy Combs is a terrible person. So that's not the unpopular opinion. But yeah, so no, I've only been in and out of the Diddy trial because I don't like secondhand information. And I don't trust it a whole bunch of time. So Kim, I'm already a slowly growing channel. I don't need all of my subscribers to just jump off because they don't like my opinion about Diddy. Okay. So I'm gonna keep it to myself because it adds nothing to the discourse. We will see what happens. We'll see if Diddy goes to jail or if he does not, and then we will put it behind us. Okay, it's hard to speak on that one for sure because if you do not follow the masses completely, I don't know if there's reasonable doubt. I don't know if there's reasonable doubt because I don't know enough about what the charges are and what the evidence is. Who's Attorney Blackburn? I don't know who that is, Jan. You gotta tell me who that is. I don't know if there's reasonable doubt. I don't know anything because I don't know enough about what's going on because I just get bits and pieces and dribs and drabs of information, and I hate getting information like that. I cannot stand not understanding. Pisses me off. It's a pet peeve of mine. And there's a lot of things I don't understand because I'm not there. I can't hear, I can't see, and I don't have time to go get the transcripts. But what I will say this. Okay, Steve Jen. Exactly, Jared. I'm just gonna zip it, lock it, put it in my pocket. It's the guy who ran over the process server. Where? over the process server. Oh no! First of all, that is that his name? That ambulance chasing lawyer. I was surprised that he still had his. Isn't he the same one who brought cases about the guy? I'm surprised he still has his law license. If we're talking about the same person, I'm surprised he still has a law license. Because, honey, please. He just brings any case, and you're not supposed to do that. It's actually against ethical rules to just bring any case that anybody brings you to waste people's time, because you have to respond to it as an attorney. I mean, as a celebrity, and that costs money. And who got time, girl? Numbers, don't try to pull me in to the Diddy conversation. I love you all. I don't want you to leave me. I will say Rico seems odd. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say about Diddy. I think Rico seems odd, but it's the only way to get it federal. It's the only way to get it federal if you accuse him of moving things across state lines. I think there's a bunch of state charges that he should be in a New York court and prison for. Federal seems vindictive. And I want to know why. And I think that's my thing. As a lawyer, I am always looking at the bigger picture of what this does. It has absolutely nothing to do with Diddy. Okay, so first of all, we're going to put Diddy outside our head, because sometimes people can't, do two things at once. I don't like how they're using Rico here. I didn't like how they were using Rico with Young Thug. I don't like stretching laws to fit your narrative, because it's a slippery slope. That's all I'm about. I'm about, if they decide we can just willy-nilly charge anybody a Rico, whenever they get mad, we just do Rico. Charge a Rico. We can always get somebody with a Rico, because Rico is very easy to charge. It's very easy to charge, and it's very easy to get conviction on, which is why they used it all for the mob. They wanted to put the people in jail, and they had nothing. But you know what we got? It's very easy to charge somebody with a Rico. Both things can be true. Diddy is a quite literal, terrible person, and probably deserves to be in jail. No, not probably. Does deserve to be in jail for some things he did. Just don't know that Rico is the way to do it. And I'll leave it at that. You guys have a good morning. I'm going to get to work. We will chat soon. Maybe I'll do a members only about Diddy. My members really want to hear my opinion. I may do that, but I feel like I don't need it in the grand scheme of atmosphere. Not with Rico, just a simple conspiracy. Just simple conspiracy for the others and Kieran Reed. Just simple conspiracy. Which is why I didn't. Anywho. All right, guys. I've got to get out of here. I got to get to work. It'll be clipped. That's why I'm not gonna put it here, because I don't need nobody snapping and putting it somewhere else and using it out of context and acting like I think Diddy shouldn't go to jail, because that's not what I said. But I will Maybe. I don't know. If I care. Is it with the jury today? Or are they doing charging conference? I don't even know where it is. Exactly. Just between us. Just between us girls. Is it with the jury today? Or are they doing charging conference? I can't remember if they were done with closing arguments on Friday. Oh, they're on verdict watch. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. See if Diddy goes to jail. We will see. You guys have a good day. I love you. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.